This week's episode of Biking with Panda takes a look at cheap studded tires to see if they offer any traction on the thick ice covering my trails. I paid $40 each for a set that seemed to be made by Innova. A good set will run about $200 or more, and it's difficult to find them in 27.5, so I pulled the 26er out and slapped the studs on it. The geometry of this bike is awful, it has no quick release, no dropper post, and the suspension is more of an annoyance than any sort of help, but is currently my only choice for 26-inch wheels. But I must say, I do appreciate how easy it is to remove a tire without CushCore installed. And I'm not running these tubeless because, well, if you saw the rim close-up, you'd understand. These are cheap studded tires, so they don't have a huge number of studs. This affects traction when pushing hard into icy turns, and perhaps a few other situations involving frozen routes.
This bike weighs a ton. So yeah, definitely rutting the shit out of the snow. Brakes are all damn near useless.
This ride was way more fun than anticipated on these narrow tires. I felt a lot more confident than before, but since there was so much fresh powder hiding all the ice, it made me feel a bit anxious. Despite that, riding on the studs felt far safer than hiking the bike. I did some climbing tests, because that's where most of my problems have been in the ice, and my verdict was that the tires are more fit for these trails than I am. They'll give traction for days, but the geometry of the bike and the lack of dropper post worked against me on every stroke. I just wish I could find some 27.5 or fat tires like this at a reasonable cost, but I really haven't been able to do so. I'm talking like $400 or more just for a good set. Riding my full squish out here would be a dream come true. But I guess I'm gonna have to wait until the next season for that. Until next time, you know what to do. Go ride.